why that was opted for in court. Solution is let us dialogue like we did in the South or basically the Niger Delta, like we have done with Mieti Allah, like we have done with Showere, like we have done with several people in the past. It is time for us to talk. It's time for you and I to talk indeed. Let's open the phone lines because time is fast spent. 0817 923 0002 0817 923 0003 and there is 0817 923 0007. WhatsApp number 0809 0306 Remember, I can't take your voice notes anymore, so we're just going with texts on WhatsApp, and let's get talking. Let's talk for development, and let's get your thoughts on all of these issues. Number one, APC, or should I say part of APC Rivers State, is calling for state of emergency, while another party saying, hey, there is no need for that, and that's our conversation. Let's see, Facebook, Wisdom Samuel, it's always been a mystery how Nigeria removed a PhD holder president who had an exceptional cabinet filled with the best technocrats who made Nigeria economy the best in Africa, only to then replace him with I can read the remaining part of your messages. I'm sorry, Wisdom. Tango Abilicha Twego says if River State is not conducive for Tony Okocha and his APC members, they should pack their belongings straight to the northern part of the country. There is no one River State that will warrant a state of emergency. Samita Pauli Roma says, Canada, good afternoon. If Tony Okocha is calling for a state of emergency to be declared in River State, I think it's laughable. Why hasn't this man called for a state of emergency to be declared in the northeast of Nigeria? With all the insecurities they face there, you should know that the APC in the state is strongly under your leader, the former Minister of Transportation. A game plan to wish. That's Samuel now. Samuel Iwok says a game plan to wish a state of emergency. All right. Let's go and see what we do have. You know what? I just go to the phone lines. 0817 923 0002 0817 923 0003 0817 923 0007. Once again, 0817 923 0002 0817 923 0003. WhatsApp 0809 0306 416. I've got Prince from Port Harcourt. Prince, welcome. What is on your mind? I like to
Good afternoon. My name is Prince.
All right.
I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
All right, Prince.
Yes, Governor Fubara swearing commissioner from Rivers State local government.
Okay.
Yes, I want to ask. Governor Fubara is swearing commissioner.
Not commissioners, local government caretaker.
Three members inside the House of Assembly, and my interest is not represented there, which is my consequence is not represented here.
Okay.
And I believe the governor is supposed to call the people that are not representing there, at least one or two people there, because they are going to give a voice vote.
Okay.
But in that aspect, he's swearing local government chairman, there is no voice vote, and there is no representative from my own area. I believe he's supposed to allow the head of service to take over. Otherwise, thank you.
All right, then. Thank you very much. 92.3 Nigeria Info.
Hello, Canada.
I greet you. Welcome.
Yes, sir. Afternoon. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Welcome.
Yes, Canada, on the request of Nnamdi Kanu's this thing with the federal government to out of court settlement. It's a good development, but is there any sincerity in what they are saying? Not with the granting bill now.
But I think now let's follow the situation. I think the court brought it up, if I'm correct, and they said, what, go and see, and it's part of our constitution, right? So go negotiate, go talk, go have a dialogue. So I mean, what's your point?
Yes, what I'm saying is having dialogue is okay, but the sincerity of having that dialogue is what we are discussing.
Okay, all right.
Yes, you can have that. We don't know what the person has in mind before opting out for that dialogue. That's what we are saying.
All right, then.
And I also want to sincerely thank the governor for this opportunity given to the caretaker people. Let them live up to their expectation.
Okay. All right.
Let them live up to their expectation and make the state more viable.
All
we don't want any distraction. We don't want any violence. The governor is a very peaceful man. Let us see how we can do it and help him.
Let
the state move forward.
All right then. Thank you very much. I've got Emmanuel from Port Harcourt. Emmanuel, welcome. What is on your mind? I'd like to hear from you.
All right, Mr. Khaled. Let me try reference to the wisdom of Solomon in the Bible in respect to the issue of Antonio Kocha calling for a state of emergency. You know, when the two prostitutes, one of them slept on the baby and killed the baby, and when the matter was brought to Solomon, King Solomon said that it is only a living mother that can take care of a living child, and the child was given to the mother. For Tonio Kocha coming for a state of emergency in Rivers State, I think they know what they have done, and they know the same state of emergency will cause the people of Rivers State. In a democratic era, somebody is calling for a state of emergency in Rivers State. Is it that Tonio Kocha does not know the consequences of a state of emergency?
Can you educate us? What are the consequences? Educate us, please.
In a state of emergency situation, you know that the military comes to take up power.
Okay.
And military brings up stringent rules, draconian laws in terms to keep up the peace. The fundamental human rights of the people will be restricted. So this is what Tonio Kocha is calling in Rivers State. But we are telling him that his plans have failed. Their plans have also failed. Because it is only the living people of Rivers State that know the value of their state and handle their state.
All right.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right, thank you very much. I've got Frank from D-Line. Frank, welcome. What is on your mind? I would like to hear from you.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon to you.
My take is on about the directive of the governor telling the local government for them to operate anywhere. It's inappropriate for them to operate anywhere because now the police have called up the SDA secretary. So, and he's giving them nothing other for them to operate. No handover note, nothing. That means my local government chairman can stay in any hotel and buy exercise book and sign anything. I don't know whether it sounds well for other people's ear, but for my own ear, it doesn't sound well. And I'm appealing to everywhere, meaning Rivers State and the governor, to think out the boss to know how they will resolve this matter and will have effective local government. This is my comment. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Frank. I do not know what is wrong with the WhatsApp portal. I'm not getting messages, am I? I don't know what is wrong. It looks like messages haven't even come in. No connection, it says. No connection. So I'm reconnecting. Just give me a minute or two there. I'm reconnecting via WhatsApp so I can take as much calls as possible. But while I'm reconnecting, I've got Zion from GRA. Zion, welcome. It's almost time to read messages, right? Zion, welcome.
Yeah, Canada, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon to you.
For the issue of Nnamdi Kanu, it's well deserved. It's of a global practice. Whenever investigations have been forestalled based on factors, so they have considered the political means and the out-of-court settlement. At least to my brothers in the southeast, whom we have been agitating, aggrieved and detained, please let us embrace this factor. Not because we are lazy or we are weak or we want what we want or we are saying what we want to say, but for humanity's sake and for the aspect that we are now pushing in a more legal grounds and our cries have been heard in heaven and also here on earth.
All right.
Now to Governor Simfubara, I want to give them a good thank you for his preeminence, for his factor to handle this issue of the local government. Now the RISEC have already given a order that by the 1st they'll be given a guideline. But there is one phone conversation and headlines that have been flying and even the media could not correct it. accusing the governor to conduct the local government election. That is wrong. It's not the governor that conducts election. It is RISEC, Rivers State Electoral Commission.
Funded. Now, Zion, I don't have time for an argument. The RISEC is funded by who again? The governor, right? The Rivers State government.
An accusation to say it is governor that is conducting the election.
Okay.
Correct that comment.
All right.
It's
then.
not the governor.
Okay.
If he says the governor conducting an election, which means you are indicting him.
Okay.
He does not have the power to conduct an election.
All right then.
We should correct that so that the media and other people calling and accusing the governor should stop it.
All right then.
Mr. Zion.
Thank you very much. Give from Yenigua, welcome. What is on your mind? I'd like to hear from you. Quickly, please.
Thank you, my brother Kalada. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon to you.
You remember when people praised Goodluck Ebele Jonathan for conducting one of the best elections in this country? You remember?
Okay. Well, what's your point, please?
He brought in Jega. He never knew Jega from Adam. He brought him from nowhere. Even when people use the particular word in the name of ethnicity, use your own brother. This one will betray you. The man refused to listen, and he released the needed funds for that very election.
So what's your point?
People are saying this because it is the governors in terms of state and local government not running state election, but the local government election. Without you releasing the funds, there will be no election. Without the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria releasing funds, there will be no state election and House of Assembly, national, and even Vice President and President. So I have been saying this. The whole blame, I put it at the doorstep. The truth is bitter. The doorstep at the governor's doorstep. No other person. People went to RISEC and canvassed for this earlier preparation and all the rest. The man refused to tell them anything in the open, but he gave them an hint, and they came back. They started calling on the governor. Please, release these funds. Allow this body to carry out the election. Is it not the same governor that was swearing in those illegal, as far as I'm concerned, according to myself, Libros Oshomo, you talk about Barnabas, the son, a lot of persons who know about Nigerian constitution and everything. These persons are not known by this Nigerian constitution, and even the Supreme Court have said it over and over. So nobody should listen to those caretaker chairmen. They are not chairmen. According to Nigerian constitution, the constitution is bigger than me, bigger than the governor, bigger than Canada. Nobody should try to come to paint anything. Are you bigger than Nigerian constitution, Canada? I'm asking you.
I'm not, but I've got to go. I've got to go.
We've been supporting him.
I'm not bigger than time constitution as well. The constitution of time says I'm almost out of it. All right, so let's look at Sunday. Thank God Akandu's statement on Facebook. Good afternoon, Canada. Reacting to your big story, APC calling for state of emergency in Rivers State is nothing but a waste of energy and time in a democratic system of government. State of emergency is not part of the system. No good reason for it to be called. There is no war or crisis, rather power-drunk men disturbing the state. Sunday, thank God Akandu from Umwolobo, Abara, HA. Faith Kelechi Tassier says state of emergency should be declared on our economy from the federal level. Tony is a stomach infrastructure politician. Sonny Nwidag. Good afternoon, I believe. Kalada. RISEC has come up now to fix a date for the LGA election. Why didn't they come up with this since before February that election would have taken place? I think the hand of tortoise is in the soup. Sunny is texting from Alode Eleme. All right, I think those are some of the messages I've not read. I'm looking for other messages. I think that's well, let's look at WhatsApp, what we have there. Kalada, good afternoon. My name is Nnamdi Kanu. I'm surprised that PDP cannot give us a formidable opposition. Tony Okocha calling for a state of emergency is laughable. Release Nnamdi Kanu is on the leaves of all now, including Idris Abdul Karim, the musician. The court brought it up, but yesterday your station read it in the news that Nnamdi Kanu was begging for out of court. Please, Nigerian info should avoid sensationalism. Thank you, Kalada, for the clarification. I don't know what you mean by that. Let's see. This one says, good afternoon, Kalada. I will advise the new coach to focus on those duties. As NDDC rep, he should resign. Caretaker committee must function whether all the security agencies are deployed to mount council secretariats or not. From the publication, ISRISEC said election timetable will be out by 1st of July, not elections. Please, as you reported, Lady V, if you listen, I said guidelines and timetable. Anyways, moving on. This one said, on Governor Sim Fubara's order to the unconstitutional caretaker to operate from anywhere. Now that illegality is sweet to the governor and his supporters, I hope when the table shall turn, nobody will call on UN, US, etc. for rescue of democracy, and they will not blame nor call Nigeria a failed state. Emi Fiaga with that one. This one says the call by Tony Okocha for a state of emergency to be declared in Rivers State is infantile and primitive because it is premised on frustration. There is no need for that call, whereas there is smooth running of government in Rivers State and everybody is going about their legitimate businesses, and the police is up to contain those whose intent is to cause anarchy in the state because they failed to not only remove the governor from the back door and also failed to illegally extend the tenure of LGA chairman, whose tenures have expired. The FD won't listen to such a barbaric and insensitive call. Onyawaji, find faith in good town. Anthony. Okay. This one says, my name is Honorable Boma Sibia Prince from Kula. In the issue of Tony Okocha, the APC caretaker chairman, he has lost it all for calling for a state of emergency. We can see how bitter he is. We don't play politics of bitterness, she said. Melody saying, and is of course texting from Uniport, my people say that when the evildoer beats his drum for downfall of the innocent, the gods will not let it sound. That's why Tony Okocha's sound beats didn't sound. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm laughing. His call is a metaphor for childishness and mischievousness. It's like the case of the two women in the Bible where one asked Solomon to share the baby into two. What makes a culture think that a bullet or the discomfort brought by the soldiers or police will not touch him or his relations to supporters? It is the height of amateur desperation. I've got so much messages, I would not lie. This one says, good afternoon, brother. Tony Okocha calling for a state of emergency is laughable. The governor is matured and is using wisdom. They are provoking the government. State of emergency and reverse will say, I don't get that part, and he's using wisdom. They are provoking the government. A state of emergency and reverse will say, so I think you should resend your message. It's difficult to read, I tell you. Some of the crises you're witnessing in the state are avoidable. 24 hours after the council chairman vacated office, he has announced conduct of election, and RISEC is fixed 1st of July to unveil timetable for council election. The question is, why did he take Governor Fubara all this time to take this decision after life has been lost? He just wanted to plant his men in position before announcement of election. He is responsible for all the crises that engulf the local government councils. Lastly, the Court of Appeal in the case of the local government chairman ordered that status quo should be maintained pending the examination of the case, but Governor Fubara disobeyed that order by going ahead to appoint and swear in caretaker chairman. This is a contempt of court order. I am happy that the IGP has ordered his men to take over the council headquarters till final determination of the suit in the court. Walex with that one. This one says, greetings, Kalada. Chief Tony Okocha. He said shame on him for calling for a state of emergency to be declared in the state. Rivers people will reject all plots to cause problems in the state. Thanks, Emeka Kennedy, Port Harcourt. Oh my, so many messages. HardFacts, the position of Darlington Wauju, the factional APC spokesperson, is in consolidation with the views of Rivers APC members in Rivers State. In my own view, Tony Okocha should be arrested for sponsoring crisis in the state. For him to call for state of emergency at this time in the state is a proof that Tony Okocha is a round peg in a square hole. That position is too big for him. That is why he's abusing that sensitive position for any where Bel face politics. Comrade Yemadu Charles. But I've got to step on the brakes, I do believe. Do I have a commercial? Yes, I do. I'll go for a quick commercial break. When I do come back, I will take some more messages and probably one or two more calls. So please do stay with me. I think in about an hour's time, Ekpo will be in the studio. Ekpo will be in the studio to bring you the Denmark versus England Euro 2024 tournament live. Just stay tuned. will be time for the major news PM today once again because of the fixture between Denmark and England, Euro 2024, right? So I'll take one call quickly and then I read some more messages and then we call it a day. 0817-923-0002, that's the number. And I wonder who will be the lucky last caller. Once again, 0817-923-0002. This one says, honestly, I don't understand the governor. Does that mean that the CTC can do whatever they want to do from their various homes? Now, wow, Bolo Christian with that one. And this one says, good afternoon, Canada. Tony Kocha calling for a state of emergency. For me, it is not in the right direction. I think that he has hashed the plan he had with the FCD minister after not Governor Simfubara, saying the APC members are not involved in the Rivers State crisis is ill-conceived. The defected PDP lawmakers, no more APC members. Has he forgotten he received them at Polo Club Field? Whatever a man sows, he shall reap. Odimegu Sonny Didia from Omerelu. This one says, if you trace very well, you'll find out that the former MOI and Electoral government chairmen have... Okay, I'm going to skip that. Let's see. This is all first emergency by APC chairman. It is born out of frustration, speed from single man. Rivers is peaceful, and I think the amiable governor... I thank the amiable governor for towing the path of peace. Enoch from Ada Judge. Chima Patakot. Chima, welcome. What is on your mind?
Canada.
Yes, welcome. Quickly with your thoughts, please.
Yeah, this is Honorable Chima calling about that one.
All right, let's get your thoughts, please.
I want to talk about this Tony Kocha issue.
All right, let's get your thoughts, please.
Please, I don't know. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. What were you saying? You don't know what?
I don't know why they call him Chief. I don't know why they call him Chief Tony Kocha.
What do you mean by that?
They don't want to call me Chief Tony Kocha.
We do take constructive...
Because this man is busy creating problem in Rivers State.
Okay.
Insulting our executive governor. I don't know why. I'm beginning to wonder. A whole elderly man like this can insult our governor. So what I'm saying is that let him mind the way he talks to our governor. Are you hearing me?
All right, then. Thank you very much. I can hear you. I've got to go. My time is up. This one says, good afternoon, the Canada. Factional APC caretaker Tony Okocha calling the federal government to declare a state of emergency in Rivers State is inconsequential. Tony Okocha has always instigated a crisis in the state. I am calling on President Tinubu to call Tony Okocha to order. Rivers State is very peaceful under the leadership of Governor Simfubara. Adonis Opuene from Imago Kugbo. All right. I've got to step on the brakes right now. Time for the major news. Constance Mega, I do believe, is somewhere around, and she's ready and set to give you, all the juicy details happening around the current affairs, right? The news. So do stay tuned.